Hey guys, Xaryu here, and today I want to teach you guys how to AOE grind. But first, you guys are probably wondering why I have a tank top on. It's because I'm about to hit a workout, but I wanted to show you guys how to AOE grind. So let's jump into it. Here we are. My name's Xaryu. First things first, I'm going to go over my spec, and I'm going to do a few example pulls to show you guys how it looks, and show you guys some tips and tricks on actually how to get it done. Because AOE grinding looks pretty easy, but there's a lot of subtleties, or a lot of complications rather, that can go wrong. So the first things first is your spec. This is going to be much different than a normal Frost Mage spec. A lot of normal Frost Mage specs have Frostbite, they have improved Frostbolt. You say no to both of those, you skip it. At level 10, you'll immediately start going Elemental Precision, Frost Warding, so LE Precision, so you get less resists on your Frost Nova. If you get a resist on a Frost Nova in one AoE pull, everything can go wrong. So you want to go Elemental Precision to reduce your chance to actually get that resist. You want to go Frost Warding to actually give yourself some more armor, so you're a bit tankier, so you don't take as much damage while doing these pulls. You want to go Improved Frost Nova and Permafrost in this next row. To get the Frost Nova cooldown reduction, so you can actually Frost Nova as soon as the mobs get to you. And this will make more sense as I'm doing the pull, guys. And then Permafrost, 3 out of 3 for the additional slow as well. And one of the most common questions already, all right, I'm going to stop here and just say one of the most common questions I get is, hey, Xaryu, why don't you go Permafrost 2 out of 3 instead of 3 out of 3 so that the Kona Cold Slow doesn't take it over? So the Kona Cold Slow does take over, rather, over the Blizzard Slow. No, that logic doesn't make sense, guys, because you just want a slower Blizzard anyway. Because you Blizzard twice, they get to you, you Frost Nova, you Kona Cold, and then they all die. I don't think it would be worth it to get 2 out of 3, and then they all come to you quicker, and then they get to you before you have Nova back up. So no, not 2 out of 3, you want to go 3 out of 3, okay, in my opinion at least. And the world first AoE grinding mage Joker also played 3 out of 3, so in his opinion, I guess I'm talking about Improved Blizzard, not Permafrost, also played 3 out of 3, not 2 out of 3, so 3 out of 3 Improved Blizzard, alright? And I actually talking about Improved Blizzard, not Permafrost there. So Improved Blizzard slows the targets with your Blizzard spell. So yeah, you go the Frost Warding, LE Precision, Improved Nova, Permafrost, Imp Blizzard, Cold Snap, Piercing Ice, Arctic Reach, Frost Channeling. I thought this was an Alliance player about to kill me live on this recorded YouTube video. I was like, oh crap, we're about to bust out some PvP skills here. Alright, and then Shatter, and then Ice Block. Shatter is not a big priority, and a lot of questions about Shatter, actually. A lot of people go Ice Shards. I prefer Shatter. Why do I prefer Shatter? It's not a big difference. You can go Ice Shards if you want. The reason I prefer Shatter is because I like to world PvP. Alright, as previously mentioned, with Shatter, I can get big Frostbolt Kona Colds out in world PvP, which means I don't die as much when people try to gank me. That's pretty much why I'm Shatter. Also, with smaller pulls, instead of using Blizzard, sometimes I'll just Arcane Explosion, Kona Cold, and Flame Strike, which means into the Frost Nova, which means I actually get a higher crit chance, so I actually get a little bit more value if I'm not doing a Blizzard pull. But Blizzard can't crit anyway, so that's why Shatter's not that valuable, and Ice Shards would help a Kona Cold. So if you want to go Ice Shards for pure AoE, that's fine. If you want to go Shatter to help you out in duels, world PvP, maybe some single target questing if you did, or some Flame Strike Kona Cold Shatters, as you'll see here in a minute on the video, then yeah, then you can go Shatter like I do. Either way though, Ice Block, need it. Kona Cold 3 to 3. Huge Kona Cold damage, and the Ice Barrier once you hit level 40 is incredible. So I mean, this is what you really need. You can start AoE grinding at level 18. I'm going to link you guys down below all of the AoE grinding spots. I didn't start AoE grinding until level 26 or 28 at the farm in Arathi, or not Arathi, at the farm here, Hillsbred Fields. Then you go to Azurlode Mine, and then Daburi's Farmstead. I'll link you guys all the spots down below in the dock, so if you want to check that out, those are all the spots. And then after level 40, guys, putting some points in Arcane Subtlety once again to reduce the chance of resist. Like I said, one resist can make a whole pull go terribly. And then Arcane Focus, kind of just to get lower in the tree, but it helps the Arcane Explosions not resist either. And then Arcane Concentration for the clear casting. One clear casting, guys, means a whole free Blizzard. That's incredible. All right. So kind of to jump into the tips and tricks, when you don't have a mount, it's going to be a lot harder to do the pull, right? When you do have a mount, you can just ice barrier, mount up, and then you can pull everything you want. When you don't have a mount, very good tip, pull with counterspell. Even if it resists, it's a 30-yard range, and it will pull the guy that you counterspell. Tip number 1. Tip number 2, pull with Fire Blast rank 1. All right, 40 mana, 20-yard range, it will pull someone. Tip number 3, pull with your wand. So, if I want to do a quick example pull, there's not too many people around, but I could like counterspell this guy. He would follow me, right? I'm not even going to pull with my mount. I could run over here, grab these two, and then I rank 1 Arcane Explosion to kind of keep the aggro. And then I could run over here on the boat. Once again, I would be on my mount normally, but I want to show you guys if you're lower level. And I could rank 1 Fire Blast this guy, okay? And we rank 1 Arcane Explosion. We gather them up. I would then Frost Nova. You could blink here, or you can just run to max range. You turn around, you press Blizzard, you slow them. They'll be coming your way. Once again, you can do this with way more mobs. This is just an example. I'll show you guys some bigger pulls here in a sec. But as you Blizzard, they'll come toward you. They're walking slow. Actually, this Bear Druid's probably like, what's going on here? Actually, these mobs might come to me in a sec. And then this is why I like Shatter. I like to Frost Nova, readjust myself, adjust my character rather, and then Flame Strike, Cone of Cold, and the Shatter actually gives a nice big bonus there. And then they all die. You can finish them off with your wand as well. Boom. Tons of XP, right? So that's like a very basic AoE pull, not even mounted up for those of you guys that are a little bit lower level. Some of you guys are probably already wondering how you AoE grind to 18, because I just said you could start at 18 if you wanted. At 18, it's really just Frost Nova and Arcane Explosion. I'm going to kill these guys real quick. Frost Nova and Arcane Explosion, since you don't have Blizzard quite yet. And then, yeah, you kind of just go from there. At 18, it's like kind of more janky pulls, right? You're not going huge on the AoE pulls. It's more about just kind of getting the experience in with the mob kills. So in vanilla, questing is good, but mob kills are really fast leveling as well. It's one of the big differences, whereas on live WoW, mob kills are like none of your XP. It's all about the quests. So let's actually get a bigger pull in here. Hopefully just a lot of people at this spot. Hopefully I can find something. Yo, this Druid throwing me to heal. Thanks, Tovzilla. Shout out on the YouTube video. That's what I'm talking about. All right, we'll just evocate back up. And then check out this cool macro, boys. Cannibalize and Shrink at the same time. I'm going to make a whole nother video on my macros, but if you guys wanted to peep that one, it's on my Twitter. I actually tweeted about it yesterday. Shameless self-plug. But it's here somewhere as well. It's just Cannibalize and Water in the same macro. So hopefully we can find a little bit bigger pull here. We'll mount up. We'll go and look for a pull. All right, guys, we're back. I had to cut off the video because there was just not a pull available quite yet, but here we are. So basically, mount up, just like we talked about. You would normally want to get full mana, but we got this hard mode. We're not even going full mana. We'll grab some dock workers. Yo, follow me. We have a special meeting over here at the top of the boat. Follow me, dock worker. Let's go up to the very tip top. Dock worker here, dock worker here. Aggro this with a wand or with counterspell. Here, I'll show you with counterspell. Aggro this guy with rank 1 Fire Blast. You come to the end of the dock. Now, you can ice block. You don't have to ice block. But if you ice block, it'll bring them all closer. You can also just stand there and take a bit of damage as well. Come out of the block and Nova. Nice, we got to resist. Okay, so resist, you just Cone of Cold, Cold Snap, and Renova, right? I actually was glad there was a resist there for the YouTube video, because if that happens, you just Cold Snap and Renova. If you don't have Cold Snap, you can reset the pull. So we're going to cast Blizzard. I don't know what this guy's doing. That's very interesting. And we're just going to cast Blizzard once. As they get a bit closer, we cast Blizzard twice. Now, I have 2 seconds left on my Nova because that improved Nova talent. As soon as they get to me, we Nova them. I like to do this sidestep, Flame Strike, Cone of Cold, and this is why I like to play Shatter. Boom! A lot of them die. However, depending on what level you are, instead, you can cast a 3rd Blizzard. You can cast just the Cone of Cold if they're really low. You can cast 1 or 2 Arcane Explosions. It's different based on your level, but at this level, sidestep, Nova, Flame Strike, Cone, with that Shatter talent, beautiful way to finish off all of the mobs. The big thing about AoE grinding, you get the pull, you stand still, the mobs gather, you rank 1 Frost Nova. I guess I failed to mention that so far. You rank 1 Frost Nova, okay? It blasts all the enemies, keeps them still. You blink away if you get dazed. If you don't get dazed, you can just run away. You turn around once you're max distance. you Blizzard again, they get to you, you Frost Nova, Flame Strike Cone, or you could Frost Nova Blizzard again, or Frost Nova Cone of Cold, Frost Nova Arcane Explosion. Basically just finish them off with any type of AoE, and then you go from there. So I mean, that's how I've been leveling. I'm level 47 currently. That's how I've been leveling since level 26 or 28, pretty much solely. Like I said, guys, I'll link all the spots down below. And some of you guys are probably asking the question right now, Xaryu, why aren't you questing and doing dungeons and doing other types of leveling? And the reason for that is I've been AoE grinding, guys, since 2006 on my original mage. That's how I originally leveled up from 1 to 70 back in BC, and actually a little bit in vanilla as well. So that's crazy, right? I actually have some footage of myself. I'll play it on the stream, or play it on the video right now, of myself AoE grinding as a 12-year-old Xaryu, all right, playing World of Warcraft AoE grinding. So I've been doing this for how many years now? 14 years? Is that math? 13, 14, 15, something like a lot of years. So that's really cool. Insane. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you learned something about AoE grinding. Thumbs the video up if you like it. Thumbs it down if you didn't. Talk to me down below in the comments if you guys want to see more classic content, what type of content you guys want to see. I'm already thinking about doing a macro video, some PvP montages. If you guys want any other type of classic content, be sure to let me know. Follow me on Instagram, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.